Right, so we are back at the factory live, home to this year's Hammerdown Winter Militia on December 30th. We're back here for our second annual Hammerdown Online Battle of the Bands competition.
We've had 115 entries to our competition this year, which is way up from last year. Got a huge variety of bands. We've had folk, lots of electronic, prog metal, heavy metal. It's been fantastic. So we have got a nice panel, all new, apart from Harry.
Yep, I was here last year, yeah.
Just keep turning up.
I do.
We've got all new panel to judge it, and we're really looking forward to getting into it.
Got to whittle down those 10 all the way down to 1 slot at Hammerdown Festival and 2 support slots at our Hammerdown Warmup Show on June 29th. So it's going to be a really, really tough day. So it's time to get everyone ready and start judging the bands. Alright, so we've managed to whittle 115 bands down to mine and Sam and Molly's top 10 that we've got here today. And we brought this judging panel along to whittle them down, hopefully, to a couple of victors for the Hammerdown online competition this year. So, with us today, we've got Nikki Smash from Riffyard Media, who's going to be publishing a load of Hammerdown content over the next year, which is really exciting. Molly, who is our Artist Liaison Manager here at Hammerdown Festival. Sam, who's our Technical Manager here at Hammerdown All In Management as well. Dave from Moomin Merchandise, a man with more band knowledge than pretty much anyone on earth, I think. And Mike Garrett, bassist from In Me, who are our headliners on the Sunday at Hammerdown 2024. So I think between all of us, we've got a pretty solid panel. So you know how it works already. We've explained the rules, so we're totting it up out of 10 points on 3 different criteria, which Sam's going to talk through in a second. So the total between the 6 of us will be out of 180 points. We've got 1 slot at the main Hammerdown Festival, and then we've got 2 runner-up slots who are going to be playing the Hammerdown Warm-Up Show on my birthday, which is nice.
Happy birthday in future.
Thank you, Sam. So Sam's going to talk through the criteria that we've got today and how it's going to work, and then we'll crack on.
Yep, so we've got 3 categories for each band. We've got stage presence, so we're ignoring the audience participation in their videos because they're just sending their best performance in. So stage presence out of 10. We've got musicianship, so their skills, their song structure, their vocals, and then we've got songwriting. So if there's anything that particularly resonates with us, the way the song progresses or any lyrics, we'll score that out of 10 too.
Alright, great. Ready to go? Everyone understand the rules? Rules are clear?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool, let's go. Let's go. Alright, first up, so we've got one of the heavier bands out of the 10, a band called Beyond Your Design. So let's kick it off. First band of the day. Spacebar doesn't work.
So have you had a good time with Beyond Your Design tonight? This is going to be our last song of the evening. It is track number 1 of our upcoming EP, out brand new EP, United We Fall. It is a song about bring your heart, take you back, see what's been there for all this time. So light into
I'm a big fan of like 3 pieces and 4 pieces like that naturally, but it is hard sometimes when they're delivering a lot of vocal and playing. You can't do that vocally like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Option for a doorbell camera nowadays as well.
Yeah, do you want that? We're sponsored by Ring Doorbells.
That's well, fair enough.
Okay, so this is a band called IAMWARFACE. They've done some big stuff over the last couple of years, so you know.
I very much put these guys in the kind of bracket with like South of Salem, The Dark, you know, that kind of.
The Dark, yes, man,
you know,
very much that kind of thing.
I love those guys. You know, that kind of. It's rock, but it's got that 80s goth thing
Gothy
going on.
vibes.
You know.
Funnily enough, this is at Concorde, so this is the venue for next year. So good. Yeah, that was a spontaneous thing last year. We didn't set out to do that. We just
because you want to deliver presence but good performing vocal without having to rely on laptops and shit. You know, but if the other two they don't need to be attached to a microphone in any way.
Yeah,
you can go off and do the cardio and I'll do the singing.
these guys, I mean, they've been around for ages, and you know, a lot of bands do like electronic where it's quite sort of disjointed, but I really feel like over the years these guys have really like fused it together. And yeah, I mean I think they're great now. I think they're wicked. So this is Tidal Rave.
You know this.
Okay, so this one.
Listening to me's like, yeah.
There's a story and everything, Nicky. This next band, these are actually the only bands that have applied both years and been in the top 10 both years. So they've submitted the same song but a different video, and I think this is way better. So they've made the top 10 twice. They're called Only the Righteous, and I think this video is like sick. Fucking no tuning on that there.
That's the face, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the face. The greatest.
I'm really digging at the front.
Yeah, he's wicked.
Oh yeah, man.
Cool, so next up we've got an entry from Bloodstock 22, a band called Collapse the Sky. Some of the riffs in this are like fucking savage. These guys are great. I'm very, very excited by this. I'll order pizzas in a bit as well, by the way. I'll probably do that after this one. Trade-off on this is tricky because this is obviously more complex because they're naturally going to be moving less. Where is the trade-off there? What do we prefer more? Do we prefer the musician, the songwriting, or do we prefer the live show?
Especially if we're doing a 10-band show all day, not every band has to do musicianship and showmanship. So we had Moran yesterday, last
Yes.
week, and the lead doesn't move his hands in his spot and then turns in between songs. That's one of my favourite sounds. Got TV and they just bounce around the place.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Like if you're like you said, is it Moran?
Yeah.
They're what
Instrumental prog metal, like
Yeah. Right, okay,
yeah,
cool.
like techie as fuck. Like.
that part of that is you probably don't want to be rocking out. You want to be enjoying the soundscape, nature, and the playing. You want to be,
which is very much what the audience was like, but everybody was blown away.
But
subtleties, exactly. I think subtleties still are stage presence. Those real subtle things that people do, the facial expressions, the passion. They don't have to bounce off the walls. I think that, you can show stage presence in lots of ways, and I think it can be less intense than that sometimes, Alright, so next up, what are we on now? Band number 6. So this is, they're like very much like a sort of dubstep metal band, a bit like The Chemists or Enter Shikari or that kind of vibe. They're called Nightlives, they're from South Wales. Now this gig, don't worry about, we said don't worry about audience participation. This is a seated gig at a university post-COVID when they first did the gigs. So don't worry about that at all, okay? Because it's definitely not their fault. But yeah, I mean these guys, they're unreal. The way they fuse all the dubstep and stuff in is sick. It's great. These guys, mate, Dave, really like this. They're fucking cool. That I was unbelievably impressed with. For music that's so chilled out, I think the presence of these guys is unbelievable. Like it's very, very different to anything we've listened to so far. I think his voice is stunning as well. This band called Lonesome. Passion, honesty.
It's got a hell of a voice though. You want to go. Voice out fucking yell, and you're like, holy shit. That is a good point.
I still don't know if I agree with that. If the product is good, I don't care how I get there.
Really?
Yeah.
You just don't see that at all. Look at all that. Look at it all together there.
You occasionally get 3 guitarists, but one of them is normally also the vocalist.
Yes, exactly. Like, this is quite an unusual setup.
Yeah, I do think though, a band like that is kind of like having, you know, an audible sorbet before the main course, right? You know, you got a lot of heavy riffs and detuned stuff, like we've had a couple of extended range stuff going on. You get a band like that, man, it's a nice audible palate cleanser before, before you know, the main meat of the show, as it were.
Yeah, before the next fucking intense rip your head off band.
And Sam, under no circumstances, would not allow the top 10 to not include this band. And so they are here.
Yeah.
He said it was his hill to die on. Rapscallion.
James, I love you.
What's the bias then?
It's like my best mates there on stage.
There's a good vibe.
They are fun.
Man,
So fun.
And
Like,
mate, the energy's
you know,
great, man.
yeah,
like,
energy's
the top
fine.
end start.
And
Still,
funny.
they're still musically tight as fuck. You know, they looked cool. You
Yeah.
know, with the kind of like Victorian, you know, tweeded suit
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
going on. I love that. Like the old, you know, tash going on.
Yeah, these guys are great. I mean, they're called WEBB. I mean, their frontman gives me proper Rob Halford vibes, just in terms of like image and the way he carries himself, stage presence, vocally, like very, very adept. Like he's got a cracking voice. These guys, they're really, really good, and they're one of your favourites, Sam. So this is WEBB. They're only a 3-piece, and they get that sound out, by the way.
I see I'm so for 3
And there's definitely no laptops in this band, I'll tell you that. I like the laptop things. Well, we'll listen to a music video as well. So. Oh, hang on a minute, listen to that.
Very good beard.
Some great beers.
I am very jealous of that beard.
Final band, Brighton-based band, so they're local. They're called the Undaunted. Some of the members have been in other bands that we all know before, but these guys are, I mean, this performance is great. So this is the Undaunted. It's going to be so hard this time. It's so difficult. So we, after the first round, only been able to eliminate one. So we've got to do a round of music videos. We're all in agreement that we want to see the music video with like the full songscape. Yeah. Okay. So let's go from the top again then. So we're going to go Beyond Your Design once again. The biggest change that we've made to the competition this year was swapping Domino's and Papa John's. That's what we've gone for.
We're now sponsored by Papa John's, and as a brand we hate Domino's. Don't buy from them.
Crack on, everybody. So next up, we're going to hear a music video from the Undaunted. Well, actually, me and Greg went for a coffee the day after that shoot. Actually,
What you like better about it?
next up on the music videos, we've got WEBB, number 3. Enjoy pizza. I really like this music video, by the way. I've watched this one before. When me and Sam first went through these, I went and watched this video. It's really good. Okay, so next video we've got on the cards is Rapscallion's. The song is Call on You.
Andy. That would be like.
That would praise it, yeah.
Yeah, but it's got a tongue-in-cheek, it's not less serious. That's not what I'm trying to say, but
I think that's really kind of derails.
What was the lyric?
I want to dollop some cream on your cherry skin.
Just did that.
So next up on the music videos list, we've got Lonesome. So this is like that full soundscape in, I guess it's max potential really. Right, so that last one was Lonesome. Up next we've got Nightlives.
and I've actually enjoyed all the bands on this. I don't think there's a shit band on this list.
No, which is great.
I agree with that, yeah.
Right.
But we're looking at the top of the
Peak.
pyramid.
No, I know we are. Okay, so up next we've got Collapse the Sky. Alright, next up we've got Only the Righteous. Alright, so next one up we've got Tidal Rave. So, final one to go through this time around is IAMWARFACE.
It's got like 9 The music standard of this is probably one of the best on here.
So we are down to a top 5 that we need to have a final listen to, and we're going to tot up the scores this time, and we're going to get a winner. Back to the original live videos, yeah? Right, everyone just totals up the scores out of 30 for the top 5 bands. You've done that?
Just about.
Right, everyone totted them all up? Everyone totted up? Everyone totted up? Right, I'm going to do some maths.
All right, thank you so much to everyone who applied. We've managed to drop down our 10 to our top 3. It's been a really tough day. We used our entire time we had in the studio today.
Yeah.
And they are.
So our 2 runners up playing the Hammerdown Warmup Show on June 29th are Rapscallion and Nightlives, and our winner playing Hammerdown Festival 2024 at Concorde are Lonesome. See you in July.